Hello my friends and welcome to part 153 of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Let's Play series. I'm gonna be going into the news in a second, but before I begin, if you enjoy my content, please like, share, and subscribe. And when you do subscribe, you can then hit the bell, select the bell, and set it for all notifications, no notifications, or personalized notifications. I feel like most of you should know what all or none means. Like, it's pretty much straightforward. All meaning, like, notified of all my videos. So maybe I don't need to say that from now on. Like, if enough people think I should still say it, but, personalized is a little bit, like, maybe a little bit more confusing. So I guess I could still say what personalized means, but to save a little bit of time, maybe I'll just like say assume that all or none is pretty much straightforward. But yeah, personalized, what that means is you're notified of the videos that you watch the most. And of course YouTube is able to keep track of, like, I'm not sure if like if like rewatching a video over and over like makes a difference, or like if like you only watch it once and then keep tracks of the ones that you separately watch. I'm not sure if it counts repeats or not. Somebody can let me know though. But yeah, anyway, maybe I can go a little bit less detail, but I can still talk a little bit of personalized, because just sharing my thoughts for like how they manage it there. But I feel like all and none is pretty straightforward. Like all is like you're notified whether or not you're actually watching the videos or not. Like anytime something new, like even if you haven't watched my content for a while, it'll still notify you, or at least try to notify you. And then none, it doesn't matter how much you watch my videos or not. Like, it's basically the same way as all, but basically the opposite, where it doesn't notify you at all. It doesn't matter how many times you watch one of my videos. It just won't notify you. And I think if you leave it off, it's just like kind of random. I think that's what it is. If you leave it off, it's kind of random. Maybe it kind of still like makes up its mind about like how it should notify you. Like maybe like it's basically left up to YouTube. So if they think you're liking some kind of content, maybe they just recommend that to you more, or like notify you of something similar if you don't select anything, or maybe if you're not subscribed. I'm not sure if they will notify you though if you're not subscribed. I don't know. Anyway, that's my thoughts on it. Yeah, maybe I can say it more like that, because otherwise, like, it's kind of tiring, like, saying the same thing over and over again. So I'm gonna try to spice it up from time to time. Anyway, let's get into the news. So apparently the updating the pricing method again. Are they, I guess, adding a new currency? I guess they didn't have GBP before, maybe. But new festival, that's pretty fun. Oh yeah, and once I hit 100 subscribers, I'm not sure what I'll do, but maybe I could like do something a little bit more special within this game. And maybe if you like guys have any ideas, anyone has any ideas, maybe you can like leave it down in the comment. I should be able to see it because like I'm not really getting a lot of comments, so that will not only help me to get ideas, but also like help my videos maybe be a bit more popular too. Some of my videos are a little more popular than others. I see the most popular video was the a few of the SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrate video, so thank you a lot for that. Looks like quite a few people enjoyed a few of the videos for that game, so that's very good. Even though it was an older game, that's awesome. But I mean, a few of my masters also did pretty well, too. So thanks for that. A few of them got over 100 views, so that's good. But yeah, mostly it's SpongeBob getting over 100 views, but that's cool. It's like and of course I'll get into like other games too besides Macedol eventually, but I want to stick for Macedol so I can get through the solo mode a little quicker. Anyway, yeah, and then here's the event rewards you can get for this. Yeah. Maybe I could do like a massive, some kind of like massive pack opening. Maybe like if I do some kind of massive pack opening, maybe I could do that when I hit 75 subscribers. Just because I don't want to run out of gems before, I mean, want my gems to expire before that happens. I could even save the ones that are expiring, like, and as long as I get to 75 quick enough, maybe I could do that, like, for 75, and then something else for 100. But, like, there's not too many, like, seriously good packs that I really want, but, maybe I could go through some kind of, like, secret pack for like a deck that I've been kind of wanting to play on the side, and I could like show off that deck a little bit, or maybe I could do something and like, yeah, like I could build some kind of deck and show it off in solo mode. Anyway, another card report. Apparently they updated that. Oh, I guess you can like report a card for a few new things now. So maybe if like maybe if you want to report that a card is winning too much, when it's played, like it's inflicting too much battle damage. Maybe like if like a person is like able to get to inflict way too much battle damage than necessary. I don't know. Or like I guess it as like a finisher, like you can like report that if it's going to be a bit too much. Like usually I don't think that's too big of a deal with the pull battle damage or I mean maybe the finisher. Like the battle damage though, like that could just be because like other things are getting put on it. But I guess like if other things are getting put on it way too much, I don't know. And then here's a few cards for the secret pack, but of course the secret pack is out, so I can show you all the cards. I'll show you that in a bit though. And another new secret pack here. It has a few of the artifacts, so that's kind of cool. Like this is actually a decent side deck card if you play in tournaments that have like side decks. Maybe like Master does that a little bit. And then new accessories. I didn't really look at these yet, so these are my first time really viewing them. One of them is the Vanquished Soul Caesar Valius, and for those of you not in the know with Vanquished Soul, it's basically just like a bunch of characters set up within like a fighting game. So they kind of like, but I think it's like mostly like human-esque fighting game. So kind of like Street Fighter, but some of them can transform into kind of different things. Like I know there's a few fighting games where like once you get enough like mana or something, like you can like then like power them up to maybe like a new form even. So it's kind of supposed to be like that. And so maybe like the whole like mana for this fighting game esque archetype is known as soul. So once you collect enough soul, so maybe like they get powered up based on the monsters they defeat. I don't know. Known as the Caesar, he destroys fighters mercilessly. His incredible powers are soul crushing. Sake Your Soul is another one. A protector depicting a lightning bolt that signals the beginning of a fierce battle by fighters. Get ready to sake your soul. There's a little bit of a typo. But fortunately you don't actually see it on the accessory, so it's not that big of a deal. And then Vanquish Soul Raisin. Raisin. An icon depicting a fighter in a battle for his soul. Its specialty is its powerful kicks using the momentum generated by its equipment. Okay, so... And then a few more effect resolution stuff. So they change up the rules a little bit. But of course they can't change up the rules too much because this is based off of the actual game. So maybe these rules were already within the Oh, because these rules got changed in the OCG, I wonder if they're gonna eventually get changed in the TCG then. So now it's matching more of the OCG, so I guess it's closer with the rulings for the OCG than maybe with the TCG. I don't know. So they got a new rule for flip summoning. They got or resummoning if you like if they maybe like shut the effects off, or maybe you have to resummon the monster. I don't know why that would be. I don't know. It's kind of confusing. Why would you need to resummon a Gemini monster? Like, I feel like what they're talking about is like resummoning a Gemini monster after you already normal summon it once, but why would you need to do that? I don't know. I mean, if it doesn't leave the field or anything. I don't know. And then rules of the effects that apply to activate each time of conditions met, so they change up the ruling for that a little bit. And then they also change up like trigger effect rulings. So when its controller is changed, like basically by the effect of like something like a monster, mind control or some, or maybe like a change of heart, since that doesn't get rid of. I'm not sure if change of heart is allowed in this game, but like I know it's allowed in at least the TCG. So if the TCG was to implement this, like, but I mean maybe like something like soul exchange. I know that's allowed. So I guess like as long as like you change control, like maybe like enemy controller, because that can like quick effect change control. So as long as it changes control before the trigger effect is done activating, then the new controller can activate the effect. So that's cool, I guess. And then rules when monsters will be stored in battle is a little bit different too now. It doesn't seem like it's too major though. And like some of these maybe can just be ignored, like maybe like the change control one, because I don't think there's like a lot of like really good change control like effects that are being like played really heavily, but maybe some stuff to keep in mind in case you do face those cards or face them in the future. Oh yeah, the proficiency test I think is one of the big new updates that they did, like in case you don't know that there was an update. So these are based on surveys, but I don't think they implemented any of my suggestions. They don't usually implement. I think I'm just making like maybe more like suggestions that they don't want to implement. Like something that I would really like is that is if they could make it so that you can complete missions not just in ranked duels. Like maybe like you could also complete them in like casual duels, maybe even. I mean, would that be too much? Like, I mean, really, like, what's wrong with that? Like, I don't know. I don't know if there's anything wrong with that. Like, I mean, some people might say it makes it too easy because if you can, like, face, like, a specific person. and then you can like maybe like make it so that you like complete them like in like very little time. But like, what's really the problem with that? Like, I don't think there's any problem. Anyway, here are the features that they did actually add. So one of them is a proficiency test. So are these all from like players? I don't know. Like, who wanted this like proficiency test? I wonder. I wonder if these are all like player suggestions or not. So a few like quality of life changes as well. Um, so now graveyard and banish cards, I guess, are displayed a little bit better. That's kind of nice. And then a few animation changes. Oh, so now link monsters will have larger link arrows, so it's easier to see what they're pointing to. That's probably nice. That's a fine change. Like making it a little bit bigger is fine. Um. So I guess like if you don't target anything, it will still show the ones that have been selected. So basically, for an example with that would be like sprite smashers. Like I guess it didn't show like the cards that were being banished before with the banish effect of smashers, but now like when you select one of your monsters and one of your opponent's monsters with smashers, it'll show the ones that got banished with the effect. I guess it didn't show that before. So that's cool. That's helpful. Yeah, I mean, you can feel free to read all these if you want. This is going to take a while, so I don't really want to, like, spend too much time here. So, like, a few of the buttons have been changed up a little bit. There's a few mission-related updates. Oh yeah, I noticed that the mission rewards, like when you are going to select all, it doesn't like it does it like super quick. Like maybe I can show that a little bit like after I get my like because I still need to get the live duel mission, so I can kind of show that a little bit. Maybe I can like wait until I also get the solo mode mission complete as well, and I can show how it is when you're collecting like multiple mission rewards. So that's pretty useful because like you probably don't need to like spend a whole long time like looking at each one individually like that. It's still kind of nice that like it kind of like shows you one by one, but it's just a lot quicker now. Maybe if they could like make it so that you could like set your own speed, that could be nice. I mean, if for some reason you liked it slow, but I mean, there's only one speed for now, so hopefully not too many people are upset about that. They keep the limited time missions around after you complete them. I guess that's cool. Indicator show if your opponent has selected start duel at the same table has. I guess that's good because maybe like then you'll know like if maybe you like were booted out of the duel because of a small glitch, or maybe it was because your opponent was taking too long to start the duel. I don't know. I don't know why that would matter. I don't think it would really, but I guess that's cool. Shop related updates. So more secret packs I displayed. I don't think that was ever too big of a issue for me because I never had a whole bunch of secret packs at one time. I guess that's good for people who really like having a lot of secret packs showing up at the same time. I don't know how many people really cared though. Oh yeah, another thing that I would like them to change, which I don't think they did change, was I would like to be able to like select if I want to open in like 10 legacy packs at a time or 100 legacy packs at a time. Because like it is kind of annoying having to only have that one option if I have 100 or more. It does kind of make it a little bit like less glorious like after I did like 100 pack, or like sometimes opening 100 packs is kind of annoying on camera because that can take a little while to get through all the cards, and I can't like talk about like go over the cards as much because I have more cards to go over. So I wish it would. And it does look like they have a little bit of a typo for the open as well. If you notice that, it's OPON. You can open up to 100 packs at a time as before. But I don't think they still have that. If you... Here, I'm going to see real quick. Because I'm kind of curious, but... So I guess another place you can do 100 for. Maybe... I guess it's for the... Duelist Cup, I guess they're talking about. Oh yeah, I still need to open those. But I don't see why. Oh, you do have an option. Okay, so, and now I can open up 30. Okay, yeah, I do have an option. I can choose between 10 or 30 at a time. I forget if I suggested this or not. Maybe I did. Maybe this was actually a suggestion that I made. This is one that actually makes sense though. This is one that actually makes sense. So I'm glad they implemented that. So it's cool that I can now do 10 at a time. Because doing 10 on video is much better, I would say, because then I can look more at each individual card. Yeah, that's actually really helpful for people actually like getting stuff like that on video. So not just me, but other people as well. I can definitely see that as being useful. So I think a lot of like video people would recorders would definitely like that. Okay, so yeah, these were all notices, but they happen now, so okay, so that's actually useful. That's probably one of my favorite ones so far. Okay, they still won't let you do one at a time, but that should be fine. Like 10 at a time is still not too many. So I think it's fine. Oh yeah, now I get it. Yeah, so like they have that number, and then the second number is basically like it's always only gonna be two numbers. So it's only ever gonna be like if you have like 100, let's say, like it's always gonna be either 10 or 100. If you have less than 100 but over 20, it's always going to be like 10 or 20 or 10 or 30 or 10 or 40. And it'll still always cap at 100. Like it's not going to be any more than 100 packs at a time. But that should be fine. I'm glad they give you like the option to do the minimum amount. That is actually nice. And then another language, that's fine. That's good. It's always useful getting more people to play this game. Oh, and then they patched a few issues. Okay, that's interesting though. Of course, yeah, I pretty much never. Looks like they were only in PvE duels though, so I guess they probably weren't a problem in PvP, but apparently they were a problem in PvE. So that's good that they've been fixed. I haven't really noticed it myself, but it's good for the people who actually do play those decks. Looks like quite a few of them were related to Labyrinth, but a few were related to different archetypes like Generator and Purely. I mean, not that big of a deal though, because again, you could probably just play a different deck and you should be fine. It's not like it's that hard to win solo mode duels anyway if you're really like I mean, as long as you have a semi-competent deck. Anyway, let's look more at this Master proficiency test because I'm not exactly sure how this works. So, I got one of them done. I got the... And apparently when you complete everything, you get one... I guess it's one legacy ticket? Actually, you get quizzes. So I guess maybe it's like a legacy ticket per quiz. So, as you see, though, I did get one. So, like, now I have to do the academic. Oh, I don't think it was available right away. But it's now available. Not sure. So this is how it looks. What does Rescue Rabbit have around its neck? I think that's a whistle. Like, these... And then if you don't want to be spoiled, you can feel free to leave for probably like 5-10 minutes. Come back. Oh, it's a transceiver. Well, this one is an easy one. Wow. Two out of 3 questions answered correctly. And I think if you don't pass, so now you can do explanations if you want. See, it's a transceiver. I think it's a different rescue monster that has a whistle. See, they can't really like explain that much, but they do show you the other cards that they were talking about. Like they show you the other pot cards that they were talking about. See, there's nothing much to explain, just like pretty much showing you the image. And then, now that I completed that, I got 5 tickets. That's kind of nice. So you can like retake it if you want. But I'm pretty sure the questions are the same. And you already, once you pass, like you don't need to do it again. See, and then like you can keep doing these. Yeah, and then like I think that I'm not sure if the practical exam has to be done via the... Oh, it has to be Eventals and or ranked. They always like to do Eventals and or ranked. I don't get, like, why does it have to be those two? But, I mean, you can just basically think of these as missions that will never go away. And so pretty much just do them at your own time. The Legacy Pack tickets can be pretty nice, though. And another way to get Legacy tickets, like, I mean, I feel like, I mean, I've opened a whole bunch and I didn't get anything. So I feel like, so it's reasons like these that I feel like maybe like if you can wait on a card from a Legacy Pack, maybe just wait on it, because you get Legacy Pack tickets quite a bit. And then there's more information about the Chinese language if you're interested in that, if you want to change it to Chinese. That's pretty straightforward though. And then maintenance notice for all of the updates. That was a pretty big one, I would say, because those were quite a few updates. And they actually, and probably my favorite one, I think, actually I think my 2 favorite ones are gonna be probably that proficiency test, because another way to get a few extra Legacy Pack tickets are nice. And then, but I think my favorite one, my absolute favorite one, is gonna be the secret pack, being able to like open 10 at a time, because that'll be really nice for on camera, because 100 I felt like was way too much on camera, like just on a normal day, especially when I'm trying to hurry up and get the like pack opening at the end done with. There's quite a few issues I didn't go over, so I just now figure out that I can like I don't have to back out. I can just do this to show you. I'm not sure where it ends though for me, but I guess I'll just know when I get there. So you can feel free to read them if you want. I guess like there's a few other issues here as well. I guess, and that's it. So not too many issues, but oh, I guess I do have 2 missions completed. So yeah, I can just show you now. So I'll just show you what they mean by quickening the speed. It's gonna go pretty quick though, so. But you can always back up if you don't see it right away. See how fast it is nowadays? It was so much slower. I'll probably just do the Duel live later on then. Because I don't know how much time I spent on that, but I don't want to make this video too long. So, okay, so I'm going to do more of the S-Force one. That's the one I'm on. I just need to go through the goal scenario. I'll look at the secret pack real quick, and I think maybe I can do the practice for the next one. Nice work. How was that? Got an idea of how the missions may play out? As a shinobi, I'm confident in solo missions. However, I still go on missions with my seniors upon the orders of the commander. I'm sure you'll all be busy with similar duties soon enough. I think now is a great time to introduce some seniors you may work with. First is the aforementioned S-Force Commander Justify. He coordinates all our missions. You may hear him speak when he gives an order, but in all honesty, I've never actually seen his face. Does he always wear that heavy suit? We will never know. Next up, Lapswell. I was shocked when I saw him flying around and shooting beams. But despite his appearances, he's a very civilized person. He's taught me so much, even about things unrelated to our missions. Yeah, I think Konami is starting to make more, I'm gonna turn this off. I think Konami is starting to make more typos nowadays, because I don't think they used to be like typos like this. Like I don't really notice many typos back in the past, but like already like today, like there was a typo in a few of the like that one accessory detail. There was a typo within that one explanation, and there's even a typo within this scenario, and this is one of the newer solo mode gates too. Not that big a deal, but just to call it out. He came here from some different dimension long ago and has been part of the Force the longest next to Justify. Oh yeah, this metal charm I'm wearing. Lapswell told me that they sell them at the store on the base. I bought one like his too. What do you think? Pretty eye-catching, don't you think? Oh yeah, it is the same. Next, Professor Digamma. He is an amazing doctor that runs our science teams. He develops lots of tech and equipment for us, like the dog tag that supports our missions. That's one of the monsters. The training facility we were at is one of the facilities he decided to build one day. Although apparently he's been fixing up the base, and some have filed complaints about hallways and rooms changing. Last up is Platina. She's a lady with amazing powers. She is just as mysterious as Justified, but her powers are known to interfere with her dimensions. But there's one thing we do know. Although she is usually a calm person, she is extremely scary when she is angry. Remember, never make Platina angry. These senior agents I just introduced aren't just doing more missions than everyone else. I feel like they go into missions knowing more than the other secret agents. Seriously? Another one within the same scenario story? There are other agents I have never, so many great agents that I cannot name them all. How about we show our seniors what we are capable of doing for the world and for the people? Use your special skills and do your best in the missions. That's all for today. Thank you for your time. I wonder who she was talking to. Maybe it's just some random recruits. Here, before I go to the store, I almost forgot to show off the scenario appearance cards. So these were some of the cards that were being shown. So apparently she's also wearing that same charm that this guy is wearing. But it's a little bit harder to see on her, because she's a little bit more zoomed out than he is. Anyway, so that's cool information, because maybe a lot of people didn't realize that. And then the field spell art was getting shown once again. Justify, Lapse Well, I already talked about that. The Gamma. And there's a dog tag that she brought up. Did we actually see the art though? Not sure. I knew it was one of the monsters though. Platina. And that's it. So now I can go and I'll just be real quick on the secret pack. Should be okay if I spend a bit more time to at least go through the next practice. Just so I can get some kind of dueling in for the people who don't necessarily just want to watch the scenarios. I'll go over the looks like, oh yeah, the Transcendence. Why is it only 24 hours? I thought they gave you 48 hours before. I'm not sure. Anyway, this is a good pack to get IP Masquerena. That's probably one of the best cards to get if you don't really care much about the S-Force or the side frames. But a few of the side frames also pretty cool if you just want to have them because you have a way to make them. Lambda is actually kind of neat with the Gamma. So there actually is quite a few interesting cards in here. But yeah, the best cards would probably be the first 5 you see here minus Justify. But yeah, besides the Justify, Redo It, not bad for decks that can make rank 4s. And it's also kind of useful for decks that actually like that, that the whole detaching thing is part of an effect, which can activate cards that when they're sensitive graveyard via an effect, it will actually trigger those. So namely the Telemans, but there may be a few other decks that appreciate that as well. And then Omega is pretty good for decks that can go into level 8 synchros. Not bad there. Oh yeah, and also Gamma is pretty useful as well. Especially and it is pretty cool when you can go Gamma into the level 8 synchro that brings back the Gamma, and then you go into Brone from there. That's pretty neat. And then Lambda is a way to be able to utilize the Gamma during either player's turn, but it's probably especially useful for when you're playing more of the side frame monsters, because if you're only playing with Gamma, I'm not sure how useful that is. Actually, no, not necessarily that you're playing a lot of the side frames, that maybe you can search for one of them. So maybe useful in decks where you can actually reliably get the search for the side frame, and then you can guarantee yourself a Gamma during the end phase, which is pretty neat. And then maybe at that point, maybe you just run a few of the other side frame monsters as well, saying you can search for them. Then you can search for the best one that you want for the moment. And then there's a few of the S-Force, Time Thief. Yeah, so, but yeah, a lot of these other cards though, are pretty much useful if you're actually playing S-Force. Though the side frames can be useful in a lot of more generic decks as well. Anyway, so the side frames are probably the best generic cards you can get from here. S-Force and Time Thief, besides Redoer. Yeah, besides so the Time Thieves besides Redoers are a little bit better if you actually plan to run the actual deck. And then S-Force are pretty much all of those cards are pretty much only good pickups if you actually want to run some kind of S-Force deck, I would say. And IP is just a good card in general. But it's here because she kind of shares some anti-relationship with the S-Force monsters. So yeah. Just a quick spiel there. Yeah, maybe. Actually, I think once I hit 75, since I have a lot of packs open that are going to expire, I think that is what I will do. If I can hit 75, I'll open. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait to open for example, this one. I'm gonna wait for the free pull once I hit 75. I'm gonna wait to open these. Well, maybe I'll take a look at these if I hit 75 subscribers, and then maybe I could look at some of these secret packs here once I hit 75 subscribers, and see if any of those are worthy packs to open. I guess I'll show them off right now. Maybe I won't do more solo mode. I'm sorry, I think I'm just gonna show off these packs and go open 10 packs of the legacy packs. And I think that'll be it for today. So I'm sorry for the people who wanted to see duels, but hopefully enough people enjoyed the scenario for today. Anyway, this secret pack little description here reads: get hold of Gishki and Nekroz cards that use mere ritual spells for ritual summoning. Both of them can take advantage of a plethora of ritual monsters for a variety of strategies. So Gishki and Nekroz. Maybe a few of these can be used just in general. I know Gishki could be pretty good teamed up with sprites. So maybe this is one of those secret packs I could open. And it is expiring the soonest. One of the secret packs that's expiring the soonest as well. So maybe I could build up a Gishki sprite. if I reach 75 subscribers before this secret pack expires. Otherwise, it doesn't really matter that much to me. But yeah, all I'm asking for is 75 subscribers, and maybe this is one. This is at least one of the secret packs I could open. Or maybe I'll just do this one and like build up a Gishki sprite. Maybe if I have a little bit left over, I can like think of some other packs to open, and then I could just make that into like more of a special video. But yeah, 75 subscribers is what I'm asking for. Let's see if we can hit it before this expires in a little over 2 weeks, which is not a big ask at all, I would say. Yeah, like, and I'll also get to know how the ratios are, like what the ratios would look like, and I can show off kind of like an example deck, too. So yeah, here's some of the cards that are available here. Some are better than others. I know one of the main reasons why Gishki sprites aren't too bad is because this is actually a level 2. So you can actually search this out. You can special summon this with Elf, and then you can like use this effect to add a Gishki with ritual, which is kind of cool. And I believe the ritual spells have graveyard effects, so like being discarded isn't too bad. But is it just ritual? I forget. I'm not sure that you can discard. Here's some of the other sick packs. Yeah, I think it's gonna be the Gishki pack that looks the best, though. Because I think these other ones don't really have as much to do with the sprites. And I already got the Herald of that Herald Synchro that I would want. And it looks like all the rest of these I don't really care much about, because like they're mostly for like rituals or the Herald deck. Here's this one too though. Oopsies. So this one could be also good to get for the Mono Awado. Maybe that could be like another reason to open this pack if you want the Mono Awado from it. Like maybe you're playing some kind of stun deck. Here's good one. But I don't really care much about the Dark Lord archetype or the Despia archetype from this. But maybe this could be like a backup pack that I open in case, like, but I don't know if I want to use all my gems. Maybe it will only be that one, because it looks like the rest of these I don't really need as much. Like, I guess the Trispania or the Zerboas could maybe be kind of good. But, like, I'm pretty much mostly focused on the one deck, though. And I know that, like, sprites don't really utilize the Zerboas or the Trispania. So there's that secret pack. And then this one is with the goatees. And it's also got a few other like good water synchros as well. I've already showed off this one. Not sure. And then here's this one that I actually have a free pull from, but I think I'll wait for this, because this can be included with that special video, since I still have time for this one. I guess some of the artifacts could be cool getting from this pack, but I think they're mostly like side deck cards, and I don't really play with the side deck in this game, so that's a problem with this one. But yeah, I could probably like buy a few of the accessories too within that same video as well. And maybe I'll even open up the Duelist Cup rewards in that video. Yeah, I'm asking for 75 subscribers now. And I think it will be the Gishki secret pack because that one looks the best. That one honestly looks the best. Dang, I still didn't get the Exceed that I really wanted. The Ninja Shadow Mosquito, but that's okay. Yeah, I got a new Ultra Rare. Now I have 3 of this guy. For what's that's worth. And then I got a few new holos, like a few more holo cards, so that's always nice. My favorite one, I don't know. I guess this one, although maybe this one doesn't count as much since I already had a playset. I mean, this is definitely the best of the 3 high rated cards, but if I have to say for the ones that like playset less, I don't know, like I guess this one is technically more useful. Not very many good options, like low rarity ones. I don't know. They're not too great either. Like none of these cards are really that great. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, if anyone has any like maybe a good story for any of these cards, whether you really like the card for whatever reason, or you want to give some trivia, or maybe like like there's some flaw with the card or something, or like that there was like some kind of revision made with the card, some kind of like maybe differ from the OCG or the TCG, anything like that. For any of these cards, you can like leave your thoughts down in the comments about about this pack opening as a whole, or a few of the cards as an individual. And you can also say if you like it more when I'm doing less packs. I think I'll just stick to less packs anyway, because I think that's like easier for me. But yeah. That's a new one. That's cool. So I did get a few new cards. There's another new card that I got, so maybe you didn't see that one before. But yeah, anyway, I really hope everyone who stayed for the solo mode content enjoyed that. Anyone who stayed for the those of you who stayed for the secret pack, which is right here, I hope all of you enjoyed that. And maybe like those who didn't stay for the secret pack but maybe stayed for the other sections, maybe like you guys can like let them know that I would like to thank them, because like no matter what you stayed for, it's helpful either way. And like even if you just stay for the news and that's it, or just like wanted to stay for the secret pack information, like any of the informational sections, like that's fine too. But yeah, once again, if you really do enjoy my content, please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing. Bye everyone.